And hello everyone, welcome to This Day. I'm in a new background. I'm over here in the corner somewhere, but we got a little new background. We got a little new look for the opening of the show. Welcome to the show. It's Thursday, November 7th. I am Michael Taylor. You are watching This Day. We've got a great show for you today, so let's get right to it. I want to welcome the Democratic Club in today. They're hard-pressed to find some good news out of this one, but they're going to do their best to stay positive and move forward, as they told me before. Jeannie Lepowski and Nancy Hensler are going to come in and talk about their big holiday event they have coming up next month, and also some of the things the Democratic Club is doing to move forward here in the Village and some of their efforts they made for the Get Out the Vote campaign. So we'll talk about that and more with them. And then we could all use a little mind and spirit rejuvenation. So we're going to talk to Mark Rabinowitz about Thrive and what they're doing in the community to get your mind and spirit right. What does Taylor Swift say? Just shake it off. So we're going to shake off all these election stuff that's been going on for so long. We've been inundated. Good time to talk about Thrive and kind of thriving here in the community. So we'll do that. Right now, though, we got a very important Stay Informed for us, and it is Veterans Day, 11/11 on Monday, and we're not going to be here, so we have lots of movies lined up for you. I want to tell you about them. Allied at 9 a.m. with Brad Pitt is going to be on, and then at 12 o'clock, Poltergeist, a little Halloween leftovers, I think. It's a little Poltergeist for us at 12 o'clock on noon on Monday. And then March of the Penguins. If you haven't seen March of the Penguins, this is definitely worth the time and the watch. It is a wonderful documentary. It's so simple and yet so wonderful to watch this whole odyssey of these penguins and how they survive the season when they're having their babies and eggs and feeding and all that kind of stuff. It's really just a wonderful, wonderful film. It was an Academy Award winner way back in the day, so make sure you watch that one. It's a great one. Hey, let's take a look outside at our weather, and we got another day of Santa Ana winds going on, and it's going to be breezy, so the fire danger's out there. Also, the particulate matter in the air, if you noticed yesterday, if you were in some of the ash areas where it was falling, it was covered. It was dusty everywhere. So keep the windows closed maybe today, the air filters running in the house and things like that. Just for one more day, we'll get rid of these breezes by tonight, and so it'll be a little bit better on Friday, a little cooler. As we head into the weekend, even cooler. Santa Ana winds will be gone. We're going to have some cooler temperatures and hopefully no more ash in the air. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset while we're at it. Sunrise this morning was 6:15. And sunset tonight is going to be 4:53. This is right here where a lot of people went recently. They recognized this one from voting on Tuesday. And beforehand, Laguna Woods City Hall picture. Thanks, Dave Southworth, for sending this one in to us. If you have some great voting pictures, or if you have some great vacation pictures, or dog, pets, places you've been, or just other great shots here around the village, please send them to us. Email LagunaWoodsVillageTV@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, we got one meeting to tell you about, and then when we come back, we'll be talking with the folks from the Democratic Club. Stay with us.
Attention Laguna Woods homeowners. Upgrade your bathroom with luxury bath designs of Orange County and enjoy up to $4,000 off or 20% savings, whichever is greater. We bring everything right to your door: fixtures, faucets, flooring, walls, and more. No hassle, no stress. Our expert team will design a space that's beautiful, comfortable, and safe. Call now or visit luxurybathdesigns.com to schedule your consultation. Luxury, comfort, and peace of mind, just one call away.
At Pro Smiles OC, we believe your smile is more than just an expression, it's your confidence. Dr. Ivan Ho, board-certified cosmetic dentist in Orange County, has transformed thousands of smiles here in Laguna Woods. From dental implants to Invisalign and cosmetic dentistry, our team at Pro Smiles OC is devoted to restoring and enhancing the beauty of your smile using state-of-the-art procedures that result in long-lasting smiles. Visit our website to schedule an appointment or give us a call today.
Aging at home with the support of a caregiver offers numerous benefits physically and emotionally. Right at Home helps you stay amongst your personal belongings, memories, and comfort of your home. We offer one-on-one care that helps monitor health, assist with daily activities such as showering, medical medication reminders, cooking, safety, and accident prevention. Our team at Right at Home can help maintain your independence, keep a routine, and allow you to continue to make your own choices while improving your quality of life. We are Right at Home.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
We want to talk to the folks from the Democratic Club and obviously acknowledge that it wasn't the best night last Tuesday for folks who are associated with the Democratic Party. I want to welcome Jeannie Lepowski and Nancy Hensel to their program. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So let's go to Tuesday night. You guys you had a watch party going on.
We did.
And what was the mood like before the results started coming in, and how did things shift?
Well, we had almost 200 people there.
Right.
And they were very excited about it. And it shifted relatively early. And we were, of course, disappointed. But I do want to say we were very proud of the dignified and really honest campaign that all of our candidates ran. And we were also very proud of our presidential candidates' truly gracious concession speech. And today, President Biden said that we will have a traditional democratic transition of power, which is good news too. So,
Right.
And I also wanted to say in Laguna Woods, we have the possibility of 3 new city council members, Pearl Lee, Sherry Horn, and Cynthia Connor. So,
Right, actually we have a graphic of those results if we want to maybe see if we can grab those real quick and put those up. We had 4 candidates running, and they're the results there for the top 3 vote getters found the seats in Laguna Woods City Council, and so they're there. Like you said, Sherry, Cynthia, and Pearl were in there. So congratulations to them. I suppose they're in order too, right? So
Yeah,
there was a process.
yeah.
So what did you guys do in terms of getting out the vote? Door hangers, doing the knocking, and that kind of thing?
Oh, we did so much, and it must have been at least, I mean, I would say half of our 600 plus members participated in one way or another in getting out the vote. We wrote postcards to 5 different congressional districts in California, including one that is partly in Laguna Woods, which is Dave Min's district, and we wrote to several congressional districts in the rest of California. We are very focused and still are on flipping some of those seats to Democrats, and the congressional seats are still very much in play. The next update is going to be around 7 p.m.
Okay.
We'll get another update from the Registrar of Voters, and people can go to ocvote.gov to look at election results as they come in. The Secretary of State, at the Secretary of State level, that's where you can find out California results, but the Secretary of State doesn't know yet because Secretary, that office gets the results
The results come up from the counties and the registrars down here.
Yeah, and most of the counties haven't reported all their votes yet. I mean, the only ones that have reported close to 90 or 100% are the ones that have very small. A very small job, not a very great job, and because they have low populations.
And with the early voting, the paper ballots, and the way that they're being, kind of put together these days, it does take time, right? And that's one of the things that people need to understand in terms of the counting process.
Right, exactly. So, and there's also a process called ballot curing that has been a focus in the most recent legislative session. Which means that if somebody, for example, forgets to sign their ballot or their ballot envelope or forgets or puts in the wrong
Envelope
address
or stuff like
that they have a chance to make that right because they have voted, but it was more of an administrative issue that came up.
A clerical error.
It was more of a clerical error on the part of the voter, and so the voter gets a chance.
Yeah, I want to
correct
disenfranchise anybody just because they didn't check the right box or sign on the right line, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
So let me ask you guys big picture in terms of obviously Tuesday night was not, a victory, but I reminded of that old Irish song, I get knocked down, but I get up again, and that's the way elections are, that's the way parties are. You don't always win, but you go back. So what is the mindset moving forward for Democratic Club and what you guys are hearing?
We're going to work just as hard as we did before because there are a number of seats that will be coming, Congress and Senate seats that will be coming open in 2 years. So.
Right.
Yeah. So, and we are going to be having, despite this loss, we're going to be having a holiday party. Nancy can tell you more about that.
Sure.
Well, December 17th, we were hoping to celebrate the election, but we are going to celebrate and recognize all of the volunteers that Jean just talked about. And I think another important thing we want to celebrate is the number of young people that got involved in this campaign. And the Democratic Club has supported some of those young people over the years, and so we're really thrilled to see them become very active. And I particularly want to mention David Hogg, who's the CEO of the Leaders We Deserve. And many of you may remember he was a Parkland survivor. And he's worked very hard on getting young people to run for offices and also to promote gun safety and legislation to control gun control legislation. So that's what we're going to do, and at our holiday party.
And I think people, kind of lose sight of things when we always talk about the focus on the presidential election, the top of the ticket. But the work that the Democratic clubs and local party administrators do is really the grassroots stuff with the local candidates for judgeships, city councils, and all of the things that don't get that much attention. And that work just continues day in and day out.
Exactly, and there have been, not only here in California, but I mean, we don't know yet in California, but in the United States, in the various states, there have been some really important wins at the state and local level. At the state level, for example, there are 7 states where voters voted to protect abortion rights. There were 3 red states, not
Sure.
not radical leftist states that guaranteed paid sick leave, and 2 that boosted minimum wage. So there have been some definite positives that have come out of this election. And what we need to do is, as you mentioned, is we need to focus on the local level and the state level and get things done at that level, because all of those things are basic. They have a more direct impact on our lives. Everything that happens at the local level is more likely to impact us. And it is a way to show who we are as people. And we're very lucky to live in the state of California, where we have a lot of freedoms, and we are the most the 5th largest economy on the planet. And so we have a lot of strength here in California, and we can get things done and influence the rest of the country.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say, I think I just listened to President Biden's talk this morning, and he mentioned many of the things that he had done in his administration that have created jobs, the CHIP Acts, for example.
Right.
That we aren't seeing the results immediately because infrastructure takes a long time.
Right, the building, those dividends pay off down the road, and this is one of those things with a long kind of burden, a long fuse, and a long view of those things. And I'm glad you guys are taking the long view here and not getting knocked down, so to speak, by this one result. But thank you guys so much for joining us. December holiday party, make sure folks get out to that one. And Jeannie Lepowski and Nancy Hensel from the Democratic Club, thanks for being here.
Okay,
Thank you.
You're watching This Day. When we come back, we're going to be talking about how we can thrive right here in the community with Mark Rabinowitz and Bree. Stay with us.
Celebrating 65. Exciting until you wonder, should I apply for Medicare? If so, how? But I'm still working. What is Medicare Part A, Part B, C, D? Are there penalties involved? We make it easier for you. We discuss the pros, cons, and myths. Call 1-888-225-6468. We help you understand, enroll, and use your benefits so you can go back to doing the things you love.
Lois Saxon writes, when I moved into my home, I was given a telephone list of my immediate neighbors. A week later, I was desperately in need of that list as I was badly disabled with the flu. A neighbor on that list went to the store and bought some Gatorade to hydrate me, and then kept track to make sure I was okay.
Thriving at any age and striving to be your best, staying present in every moment. Here to give us his thoughts on thriving, we welcome Mark Rabinowitz to the show.
Good morning.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
I am just fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm great. Lovely to have you here on the show with me today.
Thanks.
I love this topic, all about thriving.
Yes.
Thriving is much more than surviving.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tell us more.
Although surviving is, they're both kind of meshed.
They're related.
Yeah, they're very related. Thrive is a committee that has been around for, I don't know, I've lost track of how many years I've been involved with these guys, a lot of fews. And what we try to do is give folks ideas on how to thrive.
Okay.
What are you talking about, Mark? What does thriving mean?
It's kind of above just surviving, right?
Yes, of course
because
it
you can
is.
sort of be flatlined surviving, but thriving takes it to another level.
Today is a good day, make tomorrow better.
Right.
Thrive.
Right.
Somebody's walking along and they trip and they fall down. Go help them. Thrive. Be the best you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Thrive.
Right.
And a lot of folks, and especially during the pandemic when everybody was sitting in their homes, we were, as a committee, looking for ways that we could help folks thrive. And so it goes on, but the pandemic's gone, but the problems are still there.
So you're encouraging to flourish in challenging circumstances.
Don't say you can't. Say you will try and thrive, and then try and succeed. And then you've really thrived. Help somebody else to do that.
Right.
Right?
So you've got 3 steps to thriving.
Yes.
Tell us step 1.
Step 1 is notice the world around you. I'm looking at my cheat sheet. And be aware of the moment of where you are. Like I was saying just a minute ago, if you're walking down the street and somebody falls, go give them a hand. Or if a child is standing all by themselves and lost, take their hand and help them. Look out for others as they say, as you would look out for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's one step. Second step is declare happiness. Somebody does something nice for you, tell them thank you.
Be grateful.
Be very grateful. Yeah, very important.
Mm-hmm. Recognizing the kindness acts of others.
Sure.
And expressing gratitude toward them.
Express your gratitude towards folks.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they will express gratitude to you. No, it's not that important. To me, it's not that important. But it is important for me to help others when I can. So that's number 2. And the second one is happily announce and share your gratitude, as we've just been saying,
right,
for people who have done something for you.
Right.
Not everybody will, nor do they have to.
Right.
So it becomes a special moment or time, not necessarily moment. And be sure to thank them for what they've done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to me, the word thrive goes, it can encompass the environment as well. In other words, a gorgeous sunset, a beautiful sunrise.
Sure.
We talk a lot about those in our sunrise sunset segments.
Yeah.
You know, we get beautiful photos from the community and show
Yes.
those. And I think that's another way of people being able to express themselves, showing love and gratitude toward through their photographs,
Of course.
I think. Yes, you
Many
send in a
folks
lot
know.
of those.
Many folks know I tend to take a lot of photographs also. And that is one way that I can express myself
Yes.
non-verbally. And it's something that's become very important to me over
Well,
the years.
and then, you know, those images speak to the heart of the viewers,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely another way to thrive.
What I see in a sunset will maybe a little different than what somebody else will see.
Sure.
But when I push my shutter button, I'm capturing a moment in time that will never be again.
Right.
It's gone.
That is so true.
But you have documentation of that moment.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I love. And that's one of the about photography. And that's one of the things that helps me thrive. So
Wonderful.
I try to practice what I preach.
Well, you have a few thoughts about what you're developing for next year
Yes.
in relation to longevity here in the village.
Yes. The Thrive Committee, a few years ago, we did the Centenarian Project. The Video Club and I worked together hand in hand along with basically through Thrive to talk to folks who lived in the village who were 100 years or older.
How many were there?
There were, at that point, a total of 76 people in the village
Is
who
that
were 100
right?
or older.
Amazing.
We were stunned. We figured
Yeah.
initially 20, 25,
Right.
but not 70 plus.
Wow.
And now,
That's
of course,
great.
have no idea.
We should find out. We should do another poll.
It would be, well, we got the information from the Recreation Department. They could not give us the information, but they gathered the information for us. No names, no any of this. And we sent out letters through the Recreation Department if you would like to participate in an interview, etc. So that's what we did then. What we're looking at now as a group is multi-generational families here in the village. Are you living with a parent of yours right now, helping them thrive?
Right.
Has your parent passed on and you've moved into their unit and are part of the village now? We haven't put all the final touches on it, but for those folks who are part of that multi-generational group, if you would please give some thought to next year when we finalize what we're looking for and we put out a notice asking for people to come help us with how they've done it, etc. Talk to us.
Get some feedback, get some ideas.
Yeah, it
Yep.
could be a very interesting situation.
I think so also.
Yeah, because we don't know what we have here in the village unless
Yeah.
we start asking,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. And more information will be made available as Thrive Committee,
Yes.
the Thrive Committee and Memorial Care
Yes.
work together
Yes.
to dive deeper into this. And then you'll get the feedback from the community also.
Correct.
Yes.
Exactly right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on that
you.
venture, Mark, and
Thanks.
we'll see how that unfolds next year.
Next year, yes, it's almost there,
It's
isn't
almost there.
it? Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark, for your thoughts about thriving. I appreciate you being on the show today.
Thanks for having myself and the Thrive Committee here.
Of course. You are watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be right back after these messages.
Elizabeth Rapper writes, "My neighbor is a kind and thoughtful person. She sweeps the walk not only in front of her manor, but the whole walk from beginning to end, including around the trash area. And during the fall, when the trees lose their leaves, she's out sweeping almost every day."
Just $40 you're set for the year. 12 shows a year, bring the good times here. Chicago, club's got your back, don't wait too long. Discounted trips, we're rolling strong. Buy now, don't miss the deal. And the 25, it's all too real. Join the club where the fun won't stop. Chicago Club's a place to rock. 40 a year, what you waiting for? Let's hit the stage, it's so much more. Available now, don't let it pass.
Hey, let's talk about some movies we got coming up this weekend. There's some great ones. On Friday, we have Bottle Shock. It's from 2008, has Chris Pine in it. Bill Pullman's in this one. It's brought to us by Hogue, and it's going to be on 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's based on the true story. It's the story of the early days of California winemaking, featuring the now infamous blind Paris tasting of 1976. It has come to be known as Judgment of Paris, and it's an amazing thing. They did this blind taste test, and California wines. Oh, I don't want to give it away. But it's a great movie. It's a real fun one, so watch that one. And then on Saturday, we have Ferrari, yet another based on another true story. Adam Driver's in this one. This came out last year. It's brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates. It's going to be on 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. And it's set in the summer of 1957 with Enzo Ferrari's auto empire in crisis. The ex-racer turned entrepreneur pushes himself and his drivers to the edge as they launch into the Melangi, whatever that is, a treacherous 1,000-mile race across Italy. I'm sure Italians could have pronounced that better than I did, but what are you going to do? Hey, let's take a look at our weather before we head out, and we've got some breezy day, a little warm today, and then tomorrow the Santa Anas are going to be gone, and we start getting just a little bit cooler. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of This Day. Tomorrow on the program, Baby Boomers and Sports Corner, so stay with us for that one. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.